Hi everybody, this is Nana from Nana Can Cook. Today I'm in Tacoma with my daughter, Ilyana, and we're going to make French onion soup. Ilyana's a trained chef and she trained in France, so this is the real deal. The other day while I was digging around through the freezer, I came up with my handy dandy homemade beef broth. And I just put it in little baggies. I made it, and I will make some someday to freeze, but I just froze in little baggies. And when I took it out of the freezer, you gotta make sure you put it in a bowl, because it will leak, and you will have broth all over everywhere. So, not having any onions at my house, because we know about the papa who doesn't like onions, we are going to use Ilyana's onions. She likes onions. So go ahead, babe. Cut up some onions and explain it to us.
Okay, we're just going to take off the rough outer peel right here. We're going to cut the onion in half. And I probably do this all at once. If it doesn't come off easily like that one did, you just cut it in half anyway. And then take it out. So you're going to peel these bad boys. Let's And I have had these onions around, so clearly I don't like them that much. But we're just going to take off the nasty part. So we're going to peel them all. Just grab it back here, and all this will come off. You get the first pliable piece. This one is a little bad, but we're going to take it off. Take all that nastiness off.
Doesn't hurt it now, does it?
No, it doesn't hurt it.
We just don't want to eat it.
So we're going to do that. We're leaving the ends on. We're leaving the ends on for right now.
Do you leave this at a green part in?
I usually take it out after it's chopped, but it won't hurt anything. It's just onion tops. It's no big deal.
The onions are getting ready to grow again, right?
They are. Could have taken these out and planted them in my garden, but you know.
A lot of times, onions are a winter vegetable, and a lot of times that's when you use these kind of vegetables. And in the spring, they start getting ready to reproduce again. So we need to cook them all up. And what's better than French onion soup? Made by a person who's cooked in France, I might add.
Okay, we're gonna make sure we get all the brown off. Green is good, is okay, but brown is terrible. So we're taking it all up there. I've got all the papery part off. And that one's good. So we're going to clean off our cutting board and just throw this to the side. You can clean it up later.
I'm going to put on a couple tablespoons of olive oil in our frying pan. I'm going to tell them about that.
Okay. So what we're just going to do is make wedges out of these bad boys. And we're not going to cut all the way through. We're going to leave this little notch on. Then you can cut it off like that. And voila. Sliced onions.
Oh, now I did mine just the opposite. I sliced mine this way. But let me clue you, that way it's a lot easier. And it's easier on the eyes. But I did onion rings. What do I know? I haven't been to France. And if, obviously, French onion soup came from France, well...
They just call it onion soup there.
Oh.
So we're going to just do these bad boys up like this.
And I'm over here, I'm circling mine. I definitely like her way better because, let me clue you, my eyes are bad again.
Okay, so she's got a couple of tablespoons of olive oil on the pan, in the pan. Big pan like this. See, here we're going to show you. It's actually more than a couple of tablespoons, probably about a quarter of a cup. So we're going to put it over here.
Is that too much?
And our burner is off, so we're just going to... There we go. Fix that. We're going to get on there, get this on here, and we're going to get it hot. So I turned it up to high. I have a nasty tendency to cook everything on high, so... Don't necessarily, do it like that. You want to control your heat.
Yeah, don't walk out to the bathroom or put on your makeup or whatever you do while you're frying something.
So we're going to toss these in there. I think it's hot enough. Yep. So put all the onions in there. Okay. The idea behind this is that we're going to caramelize the onions. So we got the onions in there. Shake them up a little bit. We're going to turn them down. High is not good for this. So we're going to turn them down to about medium. And we're going to get them all brown. And that's going to take us about 15 minutes at least. So just leave them in there, and when they start to get soft on the bottom, then you're going to kind of stir them. And then wait till they get soft again and stir them. They should be brown, and you should have a brown coating on the bottom of your pan. That's called the fond, F-O-N-D. Okay, so we can come back to this in a little while when they're all brown.
Oh, I need to also add, it looks like we have a lot of onions, but by the time they cook down, we will probably have, what, 2 cups maybe?
Yeah, there won't be that much left.
And then we're going to mix the broth in and then simmer it for a while. So we'll see you in a little while. Bye. Hi, well, we're back, Ilyana and I. We have been cooking our onions about 25 minutes on a medium heat. You think I was right?
Medium low to medium, somewhere in there.
And we're going to show you our beautiful onions that we've cooked here. They're nice and brown and they're kind of like wormy. I guess I'm right to describe.
Okay, the stuff in the bottom of the pan is the stuff you want. That's the foam. We're going to deglaze this, and it's going to create a lot of really nice brown sauce in here. And as she said, the onions should look wormy. The brown is from the sugars in the onions caramelizing. So, if you notice that onion soup is a little sweet, that's why. So now we're going to put it back on the fire. Okay, so the onions are heating back up. We've got them on the stove. I've turned them up to high, so they're getting nice and warm. Usually you deglaze this pan with white wine, but it turns out that I drank all of my white wine while watching Walking Dead or something. So we're going to use beer. Beer is better than red wine, or else you'll have pink soup. So it'll still add the flavor. It'll still do the job of deglazing the pan. So we're going to put a bunch of this in here. Watch this. It's just going to all foam up, and we're going to scrape the bottom of the pan to get all of the good, yummy brown stuff up. And just scrape, scrape, scrape. Add a little more over here. And this is probably going to end up being about a half a beer.
You can always drink the last part. Oh, that looks good.
See how the pan bottom is all nice and clean now? We've got all that yummy brown stuff into the onion mixture. And we're just going to let it go down until all of the liquid is syrupy. Let's see. Okay, so see how all the liquid's all been sucked up and isn't all liquidy anymore? I guess it would not be a liquid anymore if I did that, but see, it's all soaked up into the onions, and a lot of the alcohol is evaporated off from it. And I would say I used less than a half a bottle of wine for this. So a cup of wine would probably do you, or less. So, and now we're going to take our beef broth. Voila. We're going to add all of that. And we're going to stir it up. It's still on high because we want to bring it up to a boil. And then we're going to turn it, oopsie.
I think she's been in the beer.
I have not been in the beer. I have to drive later, so I have not been drinking beer.
Oh,
okay, so we're going to pour in some water. It's 2 or 3 cups. It's about as much as we had with broth. Put that bad boy in there. We're going to bring it to a boil. And then we're going to turn it down to a simmer. And we're going to simmer it for a couple of hours to get the flavors really incorporated. You note that I'm not adding salt or pepper now. I'm going to wait until the end to do that.
We're back.
Hi.
She just went into her appointment. The kitchen smells really, really good, like nice onion soup. So we have got our onion soup ready. It's just boiled. We had to add quite a bit of salt to it, probably 2 teaspoons, maybe more. But you wanted to put your seasoning in at the end. now.
Oh yeah, did I mention I added more salt than you added?
She added more salt than I added. It tasted pretty good.
Salt to taste.
Yes, so if you like it real salty, do that. And if you like it not so salty, do that. Okay, we've got a bowl of soup here. And this is how you serve it. You put a baguette, you slice it up. And you put it in like this with mozzarella cheese on it. And then...
This is mozzarella fresca, which means fresh mozzarella. And that's under the broiler. We've got that under the broiler so it'll toast on the top.
And the cheese will be real stringy. I hope I don't choke on it, but it'll be really good.